So once I thought I was hardworking, but the next moment I realized that next year I'm graduating university with very little or very limited skills under my belt. And who's really to blame for this? I think that it's myself and kind of my expectations that after I graduate I would be employable. But in reality, in the program that I'm doing and the career path that I initially wanted to pursue, which is medicine, you're not going to be employable when you graduate undergraduate school or like undergrad. I thought that I would be somewhere at this point in my life, but it's normal to not have that many skills at this point. That's why there's job training and stuff when you go get your first job. I said that I wanted to go into medicine, but I know that in reality, I didn't put in the work necessary to really achieve that goal. And that's why I kind of titled this video like, my laziness has gotten me nowhere. I guess it's not exactly laziness, but idleness that causes me to become indecisive with what I really want to do with my life. So I feel like I flip flop career paths. Like it just happens every so often because I just get indecisive. I think I have unrealistic expectations of myself, and that's kind of why I think that I flip flop like that. But anyway, I know that my laziness hasn't really destroyed my life or anything yet, but I know that if I let it continue, that it might. It nearly ruined my GPA. It set my MCAT back a year. I was supposed to take it last year, and it's going to set it back again this year. Well, that's probably more of like I actually have a job this summer than I'm being lazy. Last year I was definitely. I was just like, I need a break. I'm going to take a vacation, so I'm not going to take it. And yeah, like it kind of put my confidence in a hole. And then I was like, nah, I don't think I'm built for med school because of this. When I say I'm going to do something and I don't, I just start to trust myself less and less. Yeah, it just made me feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not trying to make this video to say my life is over or anything, or that just because you procrastinate that like it's all over or anything like that. But I'm just trying to say that like, if you continue down that path, you might regret it. Like I might regret it. Drinking one beer is not going to make you fat, but if you drink it a lot, you're going to become gregarious in real life. I feel like ever since halfway through my first half of my first year in university, I kind of let my work habits slip a bit. I just consumed a lot of content that's kind of like turning my brain off and just letting the videos run, and then I just waste a lot of my time. I feel like I was living through other people's experiences and I wasn't really achieving much myself. I mean, I feel like this is a bit hard on myself because technically this year I did try to apply for jobs and I am working right now, but I just feel like I could be doing better. I know I could be doing better. That's probably why, like, even though I'm not doing the worst, I am saying this about myself, which is honest, but I don't think it's super necessary. Like, I don't know why I'm being so negative to myself sometimes. I don't know. I guess I'm just ranting to the camera right now, so I guess that helps. And throughout this time when I was wasting a lot of my time doing other things that wasn't really along the path of going to medical school like I originally planned, like spending a lot of my time making YouTube videos. I mean, that's not the worst thing, but I spent a lot of time watching YouTube, but nobody really said anything to me because I was still getting decent grades, which is kind of a curse because I never actually got the wake up call that I needed. And now I wake up and I realize that, well, I could have did so much more with my time to actually like be more involved in the field that I'm studying that I don't know. Nobody really said anything because I think I grinded hard enough near test time that I got decent results. Like I'm still mildly competitive for med school at a 3.89 GPA out of 4, which, as I said before, I know I can be doing better, but I'm just a bit indecisive about what career path to take right now because I know that even if I am still competitive, I feel like I would get destroyed if I ever get in to med school. Like I'll probably get my cheeks clapped. Best way to put it. Like even right now, I was supposed to do the MCAT this summer, but like I couldn't really bring myself to study intensively for it. I'm not sure if it's because like I have a full-time job. Like I took on a lot of commitments this summer. I'm not sure if it's because of that. It might be, actually. That I like put too much on my plate. Like I'm moving. I'm also doing Dragon Ball on the weekends, and I have a full-time job. So having the MCAT studying, which is supposed to be another full-time job on top of that, is probably not the best recipe for success. But I don't know. maybe at some point in the future, I will come back to this video and just, I don't know, laugh at myself. Maybe. But honestly, sometimes I should stop laughing at myself because it's a bit of self pity, and that's not probably the worst thing you can feel for yourself. Which, yeah, let's just leave it at that. But all I do know is that my laziness has set me back a bit in my life, and basically the main point of this video is that if you're still young like me, even if you're like a bit older, it's probably not too late to try to steer your life's direction in another direction if you feel like it's going the wrong way. Like, it may not be too late. It might be, but if you're going to stay idle and be indecisive like I was in the past couple of years, then you're not going to get anywhere. I could be getting the like grades that are good enough for med school, but if I don't do anything with it, if I don't experience anything that would actually level me up in this career path, then I'm not going to get anywhere. I'm just going to have the grade and nothing else. So, after all this time, excuse the hair, but a conclusion that I've come to is that I might have been trying to fit myself into a situation where I don't really fit. Like in the past, that I was really like dead set on going into medicine, but I wasn't actually sure who I really was, what my preferences were, and how I work. I was very inexperienced in life, and I still am. And like being so dead set on something is kind of a trap. I'm saying that just because I can, or just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Like just because you have the grades to go into a field doesn't mean you should necessarily do it if it doesn't even fit you. Like I'm not a really good people's person, so why did I think that I could deal with patients in my job, right? Something like that. I mean, I can always get better. I'm trying to get better. You know, just something to consider. Yeah, that's a message to say. If you're feeling like your idleness is making you become indecisive with your life choices, then it's okay. It already happened. Like your laziness already happened. Like your procrastination and stuff. It already happened. But going forward, just try a bit more to think and be in a moment, I guess, and not just let your time slip away. Because if you're going to be idle, it's fine to relax a bit. Like it's fine. But if you relax a bit too much, like next thing you know, a couple years have already gone by and you haven't really gone anywhere. So it's a sad realization, but it's just how my life went. It's not over, of course. I speak like it's over, but I'm like still early 20s. But I'll figure things out. And I hope you guys figure things out too. So yeah, see you.